So what happens when you find an on sale Pokemon box? Do you buy it? Do you leave it be? Do you buy it, open it up? Do you buy it and save it? What do you do? There's so many options. So that's exactly what we're going to be trying to figure out today. Now, I haven't done really any videos on investing in Pokemon, so I figured today was the perfect option. I went to the flea market last weekend and I stumbled across this Kleavor V-Star box here. So this is a premium collection box. It typically retails in Canada for about $65 around then. Now at the flea market, I found this box for $35. So I was like, well, that's a crazy savings on a great box, right? Like, you're gonna get a bunch of cool stuff in this, and like, what should you do with it? Should should we save it? Should we open it? What should we do? So today I'm gonna be going through 3 options to what you can do with kind of if you find like an on sale Pokemon box or just a regular Pokemon box in general. So those options are going to be obviously, so save it, don't open it, see what happens. Open it, sell the packs, keep the promos, or just open everything in it and see what you get out of the hits and see if that, yields any value. So I think first we're gonna go through and see what kind of Pokemon boxes from a couple years past, similar to this Kleavor box, are selling for today, and to see if it's actually worth keeping in this box, or actually, opening up, flipping the packs for, or, vice versa, opening everything up and seeing what you get in the hit. So just quickly looking online to kind of see what kind of gets close and what's, I guess, like a similar box. So I found this Flareon GX Premium Collection, or Special Collection box. So this was obviously from the Sun and Moon era. I have it just pulled up on my phone right here, and it's selling for right now $129. Now, compared to what you probably bought this box at around $35 to $45 to $65, that's a huge increase in price. So like immediately we're already looking, if you just hold on to this thing, because like what, Sun and Moon was a couple years ago now, so like the generation right before Sword and Shield. So let's say you held on to this box for maybe let's say 3 years, maybe even 2 years. When people start looking around, they're like, oh, I want some old Sword and Shield packs now, because they will quickly become old and out of print. This is now an example that you could find something, and this could go upwards of like, let's say, $80 to like $130 like this. And just looking around some more, I did also find this on eBay. It's the Johto GX collection box here. So it has, I believe, a Raikou and Entei GX card in it, along with, I believe, 4 to 5 packs. And this one, again, is also going for about $130, and I think it's kind of a similar value to what this would have been at its release. So that's another way of kind of looking at it. I'm trying to see if we can find one from kind of like the X and Y generation. So right here, I pulled up this Zygarde EX, or not even EX, just a regular Zygarde box that comes with 4 packs from the XY generation, I believe 2 Fates Collide, maybe 2 Breakpoint, I believe, or Breakthrough packs. And this box is selling for $155 Canadian. So again, similar in stature. If anything, this is actually a little bit less. So like the return you could possibly see on this from just holding on to it for a couple years could be really, really good. So now we know what this box could kind of retail for if you held on to it for a couple years. But there's also the option of maybe you just want the promos in this box, but you're still looking to make a little bit of return on it. Well, it does come with 6 packs, 2 of which are Brilliant Stars, 2 of which are Astral Radiance, and the other 2 are Fusion Strike, womp womp. But obviously these packs are only going up in value now. Like they're never gonna go down. This is just how it works. They're not really printing these sets anymore. So Brilliant Stars, I believe in Canada, is selling for around $8 a pack. Fusion Strike you could probably get for around $6 a pack, and then Astral Radiance maybe between $6 to $7. So we total those up. So in pure packs alone, and remember we got this box for $35. Just got my phone, pull it up here. It comes out to total for the packs if you were to sell them off in here, $42. So you would be able to net back $42 in this box, which, I mean, in this case, because we got it for $32 or $35, is a complete break-even situation. You're actually making money on it, making $7. It doesn't sound like a lot, but at the end of the day, it is. But I also figured, because you do have promos in here too, and I was thinking about, like, in terms of the value, these promos typically, like, if you're gonna buy them at a card store, like, I would say good luck getting them anywhere between $3 to $5 Canadian. It's just like, in reality, the cards probably aren't worth that much, but I call it like the card store tax, that these ones here actually aren't gonna go for any less than like $5 realistically, and that price is only gonna go up over time. So again, it begs the question, do you sell them now? Do you hold on to them? And that's kind of what I'm leaving up to you guys, and we're gonna hopefully determine by the end of this video. But there is also the option, like I said, the third option, to open this box up. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. In the name of Pokemon science, we're going to open this box up, see what we can actually get from the packs inside, and maybe what the promos are worth in there too. So anyways, without further ado, let's pop this box open and see what's really inside. Alright, so I have now stripped the box apart, taken apart all its little bits and pieces, and we can really see and crack down what's inside this. So obviously starting off with, I think, one of the things that people don't really think about in the box or even overlook is the Kleavor V-Star big card, jumbo card. So, I mean, from an investing standpoint, these cards realistically aren't going to be too much because, well, for one, they're not playable, so you'll lose that aspect immediately in terms of like what people could buy the card for. Like you can't play with the jumbo card. Let's be real. But as a collector standpoint, I mean, you give this a couple years, I think it could be worth, you know, upwards of like $5, $10, depending, like, it just depends on the Pokemon too. Like, Kleavor is obviously a newer Pokemon from like the Hisuian region and the Legends Arceus games, so in that regard, we're kind of limited in that aspect. This isn't like a Pokemon like Charizard or Pikachu where we know like it's popular and it's going to hold its value pretty well. This one is a little bit more of a gamble, but still just for the fact of like as this gets older, it's going to gain value. So I would say like right now, this is probably worth no more than $2, but give it a couple years, we could be upwards of $5 to $10. So I will set that one to the side there. You can see big old Kleavor off to the side. But the two promos that I think are the biggest deal in here is the Kleavor V Full Art and then the Kleavor V-Star, not Full Art, but promo. So the Kleavor V Full Art is actually a super nice card. I mean, getting any Full Art in a promo box is kind of a steal in general. Like I said a little bit earlier in the video, this card, like if you were to find it, just selling it as a single, I say you wouldn't get it any cheaper than like $4 to $5 anyway. So let's start its kind of base value there, and then, you know, you can only build up from there in terms of like what this will gain value and in terms of the single in it. Now in the box, of course, you're still getting the single if you're keeping it sealed at that option, but I think splitting it out and opening the packs up is more of a gamble, but has a higher risk. Like it's a bigger risk reward kind of situation. Like if you open a Brilliant Stars pack right here and we pull a Charizard, we've tenfold double our money, like made our money, right? Or even if we, you know, open an Astral Radiance pack and we pull a Machamp or anything like that, like there's always that option, and that's kind of what the, you know, the give and take with this situation is in terms of opening it to not, like we could get nothing out of this and then completely lose all our money on it, right? And that's just kind of how the gambling game of Pokemon works. But back to the promos, I will stop rambling about that. Kleavor V-Star, pretty nice promo here. Again, this one I would say if you found it in a card store, you could probably get it between like maybe like a $2 card right now, and of course that'll only go up and up and up over the years. So, you know, we could be looking, I would say, similar to the actual big card. Give it a couple years, this could be like a $5 to $10 card, similar to like any VMAXs right now. I think the VMAXs kind of have the leg up on the V-Star cards, just for the example that they are like more of a full art kind of illustration on the card compared to these ones where it's closer to like kind of the mini bordered kind of style, which I think that only hinders the value, unfortunately. Like if this was a VMAX, I think give it a couple years, they would only go up and up and up just because of the artwork on them. But the thing that we can guarantee in terms of getting in this box is the packs. Now the packs are going to be 2 Fusion Strike, 2 Brilliant Stars, and then 2 Astral Radiance, both Decidueye packs actually, interestingly enough. So holding on to these for a couple years, I would say that's really how you make your money. Like these packs here are going to hold tremendously in value, even if you like just sell them as singles. Like let's look at like some packs from Sun and Moon now, like you're paying upwards of 12. Even like Evolving Skies, you're paying like $12 in Canada to get those packs. So you don't have to worry about the pack economy going up. I would never fret about that, but I think today we're gonna open these up to see what we can get in the polls and see if we can, you know, potentially make any money in that regard and see if that's actually viable. I'm gonna be honest with you, if you are looking for an investment in this box, I would say don't open it up because you're gambling a lot more than you need to be. I mean, in terms of like hits, like I said, you could get something really good. You could. It's always an option, but it's more of a gamble. It's not a guarantee. Like in these collection boxes, you could get nothing. So that's kind of what I'm trying to hopefully show today. But if we do pull something good, then, you know, I guess we've against proving my point. Corviknight right there, and okay, so a Greninja V. That's actually a pretty cool card. I kind of forgot Greninja was actually in this set. So I mean, Greninja is definitely a very popular Pokemon. This card, I would assume, would go up. It is a V card, so I mean, not tremendously, but in terms of the investment side, okay, so we've gotten at least a V card, which, like, I guess even if you look at like EXs from the X and Y era, most of them are selling between like $5-10 now, like to really like get your hands on one. So I'm assuming the same will happen for these V cards, and especially, I guess Greninja is a pretty popular Pokemon, so that is an option. Not to say that Greninja is guaranteed in every box, but you know, you get what I'm saying here. So we will see what's in our next pack of Fusion Strike here, because, you know, I mean, we'll see, because I mean, I didn't expect you to hit on a Fusion Strike in the first place, but the other two packs do have trainer galleries in them, which is another thing I did actually forget to mention in terms of like the holding on and investing side to it. And a Galarian Obstagoon right there, holo. quite nice, quite nice. But yeah, like those cards do, or those packs rather, do have trainer galleries in them. So in the long run, I would say holding on to those for the aspect of the trainer gallery is quite valuable, because, you know, a lot of sets I feel like in like Cosmic Eclipse, for example, you know, retained its value and went up tenfold, you know, in terms of what you pay to get a pack of Cosmic right now. So in that regard, I would say you know, the track record of packs with trainer galleries in them, you know, typically hold their stride quite well. But we will see what's in this pack here of Astral Radiance. I'm trying to think of what could be also in kind of the big pulls obviously could be like your Sneasler, Machamp, Dialga, Palkia, like those ones. But in the trainer gallery, I'm trying to think. Babe, full art trainer. Okay, so we actually did get a super nice one out of the trainer gallery, a full art trainer. So that definitely will help with our break even on the box a little bit. That is a super nice one there. And then in the rare spot is just a regular Glaceon, but those evolutions do run a pretty penny eventually, so maybe hold on to that one. But hey, super nice one there. Okay, so two pretty good hits so far out of this box. I mean, in terms of 6 packs and what we get actually out of the box. So technically we got 2 full arts, textured promo, and then a V. So I don't know, maybe the opening of this box is actually, you know, is kind of worth it, but we have more packs to go through still, so this could only, you know, only go up from here, I'm pretty sure, guys. So we will see in this next pack of Astral Radiance here what we can expect. Hopefully something good out of the back here. Switch card there, Ralts, Nickit, Togepi, Chatot, Magnemite, Regidrago, and okay, so a Hisuian Samurott V-Star. So another textured card in the Hisuian Samurott V-Star. So that's 2 textured hits plus a V hit. Like we've actually, that's 3 hits. I don't know how much the Bay one is valued at right now, but I'm pretty sure it's not cheap. So we're probably not doing too bad in terms of actual hits. I said I probably would, you know, the best way to do it is to keep this box sealed, but maybe it's not. Maybe we should be opening these up, because clearly they're holding some good hits in them. Like, I mean, right there, the code card was backwards on that one, but we will see what's in the slot here. Frenzing Galar, and it was a black code card, so we're at least getting a holographic card in this one. Axew, Nose Pass. Oh, Dust Noir to the trainer gallery. Maybe this box is kind of like lucky after all. Maybe we should be going to scoop up some of these Cleavor boxes just for the sake of that. And then we do have a Boss's Order holo there, but a Dust Noir out of the trainer gallery from Brilliant Stars. Never had this card before, so that's another one for me. We'll set that one to the back. And our last pack is Brilliant Stars again, and clearly we've done pretty good on the hits here. So I will definitely look up the values quickly before I do kind of the last check-in to see if we, you know, we do kind of make our money's worth on this. Make sure I got all the cards there, because I think, you know, like obviously keeping the box sealed I still think is the best option in terms of a net, you know, a net profit on it, like if you're willing to hold on to it the longest time. But if you're willing to kind of just open it and see what you get, then definitely this is the way to go. And our last card is going to be a Lapras non-holo. So I will quickly check the price on those cards and get back to you. All right, so I am back after I've checked the prices. I actually didn't check the prices on the 2 promos, so I'm just kind of basing it off of what we got in the hits. So the Dust Noir goes for about $2 Canadian. And then the Samurott actually goes for around $3 to $4 Canadian. So, and Bay, actually, I thought Bay was going to be a lot more expensive than it is, but it's actually like a, I believe like a $9 to $10 card in that range. And actually, surprisingly enough, Greninja is actually like a $2 to $3 card in Canada, like Canadian price off of, you know, this is all based on TCG players' prices. That's actually where I get most of my price information from, if you guys actually, you know, cared about that information. But in terms of a, you know, profit on the box, we definitely didn't make that today. We closed in, I believe, around $17 to $18 in pure pull profit, and then I guess if you factor in the bulk and then the promos, we get kind of close to that $35 mark. Not exactly, but you know, close enough. And I think, you know, if you did buy this box for $65 when it did originally release in Canada, you're definitely not gonna have made most money unless you pulled like an alternate out of any of these sets. Like the 65 price point is super hard to break even on. The 35 is a little bit easier, but still not very probable. I'm sure you guys will be commenting away to say like, oh, what you got out of yours when you opened it, but still, this is what I got out of mine. You know, in terms of hits, 4 hits out of a 6-pack box. actually is pretty good, I would say. Like, I feel like in some of the 4-pack box, you get like 1 hit. So adding 2 more packs in and getting regularly 3 more hits, I think that that's actually a really good odds there in terms of, you know, we got 2 from the trainer gallery, we got a V and then V-Star plus the 2 promos. So that's technically like six pulls, I would say, 6 big cards in the end of the day. So in that regard, I think we did pretty well. I would still recommend, in terms of investing, if you did stumble across a Cleavor V-Star Premium Collection box, it's a mouthful, but if you did stumble across it, I would say the best tip to do is hold on to it and let it go up, because clearly, as we've seen, the prices that way will only go up and up and up. As a sealed product, things tend to hold their value a little bit more just in general than like even if it's just a single pack, because then you know it's not tampered, it's not weighed, and people will pay a premium for that. So in that regard, I would say definitely if you get your hands on this at a good price, hold on to it. Hold on to it, let it go up, sit on it for a couple of years, lock it in a closet, and see what happens. See what, you know, I would give it the Nate Collect stamp of approval to see, you know, that this box in a couple of years will net you a good profit compared to if you opened it up today. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, me giving my brief Pokemon investing tips on this box if you were to come across it yourself. But anyways, if you did enjoy the video, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.